How do we get this type of output? We can write 2 for loops to get that one. No, I will put into a easy way. Now this one is, you can easily get that one. No, we need to get 2 for loops. Say I and j. I is going from it's a kind number rows. I equals 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then within each I value, we have to get another variable, say j, starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a 5 by 5 one. No? It's starting from 0 to 4. J starting from 0 to 4. We can write a small simple loop to get that one. After that, if we can remove that parts, you can see that one. In the first row, we need only one element. Second one, only 2. Third one, only 3, etc. How do we get that one? We can change the parameters for I. For I is the range from 0 to 5. 0 to 4 means actually range 5. J is going from, if I equals 0, J is 0 to 0 means only 1. If I equal 1, then the J value is going from 0 to 1. That's it. 2 items. Like if I equal 2, J value is starting from 0 to 2. Only 3 items, and so on. We can simply write a for loop for I in range, say 5. Right? I is ranging from 5. Let's try to get the print this one, right? Without going to the second loop, print star. Okay, let's run this one. Okay, now we have a 5 stars appears line by line. Okay, let's change that one. Right, inside the I loop, I am writing another j loop. J in range, again 5, and let's see. We get the number of stars there. Now how do we arrange the way we want to get the one? What we can do is, at the end of the j loop, we can put a print command to get the new line. Okay, now we get the, we can say we have a set of 5 stars there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We know then how to get it that one. Okay, let's change that one into other way. I am putting end command here, or put the space, then more clear, no? Right, now we have a 5 stars in a single row, and with the number of rows equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Instead of going from 0 to 5, we can change, say, I, because in the first round only one item to be printed in this row. Second round we have to print 2 stars, right? That's controlled by the variable I. Let's run this one. Yeah, it's working. Right? Let's change to a bigger value, say 10. Even we can modify. Let me change in this way. Say get the name. and it's a Python programming. Then we can say, then we have to find the length of the word. Or simply we can say 10. Let's try. Instead of a star, I am putting the variable name j. Just say size equal length of the name. Here I am putting name, then we can easily adjust size. Size means then we know how to, what's the number of characters in that particular string, and we can start from 0 to 1 before that last number. You're familiar with this one, no? That's a character string, no? We have to change this bracket to this one. Yeah, let's run this program. Now we have a character pattern in this format. Even you can do various patterns. You can using these for loops, right? Nested for loops, we can get a various pattern, right? Or starting from the bigger one, then goes down, reduce one by one. There are several ways. Let's try to change that one. Even for simple for loops, we can do that one. I will change into simple one. Change into numbers, say range 10. This is the one we completed in the previous one. Let's run this one. That's a previous version with stars. Now I am changing in this way. Printing j. Let's try that one. Value of j. That's a different pattern. Or we can remove the 0. We can say starting from 1, right? We can change this one. If we want to remove the 0 items, now actually 9 items there, right? Without 10. 1 comma I. Now we got 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Etc. By simply changing the parameters I and j, we can get different patterns. Now here, if I change I, you can think about that one. No? Only one single digit printing in a row. Like 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. If I change I minus j, then what happens? Now I am printing the value of I minus j. Then you can get the other way around, you know? 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, etc. You can experiment with this one. You can draw kind of various like a pictures, no? Triangles or pyramids, whatever thing you can experiment with that one. Yeah, let's see. That's our data file. I have sent an email yesterday asking, go to a Google form and just submit. That's asking only what is your favorite color. Right. I am saving this one for download as a CSV format, comma separated values. Yeah, I am copying it into a particular folder. You may not see in the screen, doesn't matter, right? But there's a file called Google Response. I rename and put into a easy location. I put into a ABC folder in the D drive. Actual file is I can open with the notepad, right? It's a simple file. with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 responses, right? What I am doing is I am removing the first heading. When you are getting a comma separated file CSV format, you will get each individual data separated by a comma, right? Now here we have only one comma, that's a date stamp. By default it put the date stamp, date and time of the respondent, right? And the comma and the second one. I think you are familiar with that one. I hope you remember the I think in the second day of our training program I explained how to access text files, read and write, right? Now I am doing the same thing and do some calculations. Define a variable file with open. File name is I put Google responses CSV, just for reading, even without R doesn't matter. Then I am getting another variable called lines, file read lines. Then I am going to print for, it's going to step by step to, for line in lines. Lines is the entire big variable, that's the file dot read lines. Printing, print line, individual line. Lines means actually the entire thing, file. Let me check that one. Yeah, I think I have put simple G. Yeah, another thing is we have to do some other changes. I have put the CSV file in the folder ABC in D drive. Then I have to copy my Python code into that file. I think you are familiar with, we can save. I am going to save, you may not see in the screen, doesn't matter, into that particular folder. Then easy, right? We should have both text files and the Python code in the same folder. Otherwise we have to give the path. Let's try this one. Now I am running this program. Again, say line is not defined. Let me check what happened. I made the mistake there. No? Should be line. Because one, we can't say lines in lines. No, line is something like 4x in lines, right? Right. Now you get the your responses line by line. Now this entire thing is lines. Each row is called variable line. Right. Now the next thing is, how do you separate the data? We don't need the time stamp, no, we don't need that one, right? But we need only the responses of the color, right? Then we have to find out, I'm going to calculate how many responses with the color pink, how many responses with the blue, how many responses with the purple, and so on, right? I have to find out I have to extract the color part of this one. That's right. Now we have a comma there. We need the whatever appeared after the comma. How do we change our code to get that one? We can use split command. Here I am putting new variable, say colors. Now I am going to separate the color field of the line. Line split, comma. Fine. That's enough. Now split means once you split that one, you will get the two data sets, data fields, no? One is the first one, second one, right? I have to print colors. Once we run this one, you will get the same result but in the different format. Now we define a new variable called colors, right? It has two parts, colors 0 and colors 1. Now color 0 is the timestamp, colors 1 is the actual color. Let's try this one. Yeah, go back to the code and do some modifications. Here I am putting 01 is the timestamp, 1 is the actual color. Let's run this program. Okay, we got that one, no? Pink, pink, blue, blue, purple, pink. Then you can see there's a blank line after that one. Each line will be a problem, right? When you print the entire colors array, it prints without any blank lines. Once you get the individual colors, get the end of line, written is there also. Okay, now I am going to add a dictionary because now I want to find out how many pinks are there, how many blues are, how many purples, how many reds, etc. Right? Easy way is, rather than putting several variables, I am defining a dictionary. Like, yes, last time we did it, applied it in the days of month program, no? Put the dictionary and get the names. I will do the similar thing here. At the top of the program, I am putting, yeah, thing is I am changing here into color, right? And put the dictionary as colors, then it's more clear. Purple, initially we have count 0. Then second color is blue, we have count 0. Third one is, say, red, 0. Next we have pink, 0. Then get green. Again, that's the initial count. Without responding, anyone responding, value is 0. That's the idea of that one. Then I'm doing a simple adding here, print colors, that's a dictionary of color. Now colors purple equals 0, colors blue equals 0, colors red equals 0, colors pink equals 0, colors green, spelling mistake here, green. It should display zeros, no? Colors 0 is, sorry, colors purple is 0, each color, right? Okay. Let's run this one. Now you can see that one I explained earlier, no? I told it earlier. At the end of each line, there's a carriage written is there, slash and net. We have to remove that one, right? Now the actual dictionary, we have the word pink, not the pink slash n. Right? Then it won't found the key value there, right? Okay, how do you get rid of this one? In other words, we have to remove the last slash and n, no? Slash and n. How do you manage that one? Now we have a string. all ping slash shell. We have to remove that part. Okay, I will do this in the different way. Actually, this one is very simple thing. You have to adjust that one, right? Okay. Python has a capability of accessing CSV files. That's a different technique. Using that one, we can easily get that one, this one, reading CSV files. What's the CSV file? CSV means comma separated values. Now Python has separate way of doing that one. For what purpose of we are using CSV files? We need to get information, right? Sometimes into, sometimes out of our program through more than just one keyboard, right? So sometimes we may need to get the data from the data file, right? Exchanging information through text files. And that's the common way to share information between programs. Now, CSV is the most popular format for exchanging data in programs. Right? Problem is we have to find out how do you use that one. Right? There are several libraries you can use, but Python has a very simple one called Python CSV library. We can use that one for our many examples. Now, as you know, CSV file is a comma separated value file. It's a plain text file, right, that uses specific structuring to arrange tabular data. As it's a plain text file, that file contains only actual text data, no control characters, right? In other words, printable ASCII and Unicode characters are there. Now, the format of structure of a CSV file is we can use the comma to separate each specific data. I save this into a different file. I can get it later. Okay, start a simple one. Initially, we have to import CSV module into our home. Then I can define the dictionary as previous one. Anyway, I can get it from one of the files. I don't need to write that one again. That's a dictionary. For CSV1, we have a command called with. That's some kind of record manipulation. With open, give the file name. Google responses, not CSV. For reading, then we can say as and put another variable file. We open Google responses CSV file as file. File is the variable now, right? Rather than putting a long name, we put the file. Put the colon there, like follows. Then read variable CSV reader as a comma function. Open the file. Now we assign the Google responses CSV into the variable file and we get the CSV reader and the pass in that file. Next, read. Go to the next one. For row in read. Or it's a variable, right? color equal row 1. Row 0 is the timestamp. Row 1 is the color, right? Now our previous one, we have to do so many operations to get that field, but it's again not work properly. No, there are some mistakes there. Here only one thing. No, color means row 1. Very easily write that one. Then we increment. If you find the same color, increment by 1. If you find the pink color again, it will go at 1. Right? 0, 1. If you find another one, then it becomes 2. Or color in colors. Dictionary name is the colors. That's a simple formula to print. We can put the normal print command or last time I explained the F format. Right? F string format. I am using the F string format one. If we have to use that one, no, the specialty is given in the Python 3.6 and above. Put the semicolon there. We can put any mark, right? That's the dictionary colors and the index color. Now color is a variable, can take values pink, green, yellow, whatever colors, right? It's a variable. Let's try this one now. Give a message. Colors, mistake. Yeah. We have to ensure we have the mistakes there. Should be colors. That's a dictionary part. How we got that one? One people responds with the purple, 2 people with blue, no one responds with the red. Pink, we have 2 responses. Green, no. Right? So we can easily calculate it. We can put the form Google Sheet and download and put into a folder. We can write the form, right? This is a very simple one. We can do more complex things, right? With several fields and calculations, average, getting average, etc. Can do. That's an easy way of doing that one. I will show you the code again. This is the entire code. First import the CSV one. Then the colors. Define the dictionary with the 0, right? Initially, purple has 0, blue has 0, etc. Then we open blue, and there's a different syntax is there, right? You can see that one, right? I will share this file with you, right? Then you can easily understand. When you are writing this in the normal file opening and these things, it will be very complex thing. Even I couldn't find out what's wrong with that code. I had to check that one again. Right? Okay, now we go to the next one. One thing is, okay, because I am here using the F format command method. No? Now, how do you arrange this output? Now, this output is not properly organized, no? Because the numbers are not in aligned correctly. Right? How do you align these things? Using this F format command, we can easily do that one. Now within this variable is color, right? Here, before closing the bracket, right? Before curly brackets, we can put colon, and this is not less than. Actually, this called left align something, right? This is not the less than line. Its meaning is left align. Say 15 and C. Now you can see that one is properly aligned. Now 15 is too much. You can reduce that one. It's a very simple command, no? Colon, less than sign or left align 15. See what happens if I press put in the other way around. Right align 15. That's an experiment. Okay, once you run this one, you will get this type of output. That's a align to right align, right? Earlier one, left align. Proper one is left one, we need to get the left align. Anyway, we can, to understand this one, I am putting a new one. I'm putting 3 strings. Center align, is said, right align. Then I am writing the print command with the format X. Let's see that. Y, say at symbol, when is said, we have to correct that error, right? I haven't put the colon there. Because I have put the bigger numbers there. Actually, the center line was in the other way, the side, right? Because numbers are too much. Let's try with the small numbers. Center line, this one. You can experiment with this one with various parameters. You can get the idea about that one, right? First, you get the small, say, 100 characters. Think about the 50 characters wide area. Get the center one, left align, center one, left align one, right align. Right? You can adjust that one. Actually, this is more applicable when you are having multiple lines. Like single line will be difficult to mention. Yeah, one participant sent me some questions last time. I don't say it's a very difficult one. Now the flowchart is given and asked for any given input. Outputs of which of the following Python programs will be the same as the output produced by the algorithm in the above flowchart. Now, if you go to see the flowchart, you can see, get the input, if n modulus 2 equals 0, and it will ask another number. I increase the I by 1, right? And input again. This is, in other words, if it's the even number, n mod 2 equals 0 means that's the even numbers. No? If it's an even number, it will bypass. If it's an odd number, it will add to the result. Right? So adding number or adding odd numbers, if you are entering a set of data, right? This program will calculate the summation of the odd numbers. Maximum amount is 10. Within 10 numbers, we can do that one. Right? In the first one, on the output, give the same thing, no? If it's a not even number, right? N modulus 2 not equal 0. As even is a even number now, right? Result is adding to the result. Second one, same thing, no? We'll do the same thing. Even in the last one, it's a while true loop. It will infinite loop, but if you find the I value is greater than 10, if the number exceeds the number of items exceeds the 10, it will break from the out, give the same result, right? All of three are correct, I think. Fifth one is the correct one, last one. fifth one, right? Because all the programs are, we can, by seeing, we can say everything is same as the flow chart. Go to the next one. Is printing quality, scan quality is not good, or doesn't matter. First one says, what is the output of the following Python code segment if executed with 30 as input? Right, if n equal 30, then n should be less than 40, result equal 1. If n less than 10, no. If else n less than 20, no. Then else result equal 4. That's the answer, no? Answer is 4. If the given number is n is 30, then the answer is 4. It goes to the first one is initially assigned result equal 1. But after that, it checks again. If less than 10, no, less than 20, no. 30 is not in the less than 10, not in the 20 list. Then the else part is okay. Right? Otherwise, result equal 40. That's the output. Right? 4. Next one. What is the output of the following Python code segment? What happens when you run this code? S equals 0 for I in range 10. It becomes S plus I. That's it. Adding numbers from 1 to 10 or 0 to 9. 1 to 0 or 0 to 9. 0 to 9, no, not the 10. Right? Now, how to get the summation of 0, 1, 2, 3, all the numbers adding 0, 1, 2, 3, 9 up to 9? We can easily get that one. No? 0 plus 9 divided by 2 multiplied by 9. 0 plus 9, 9 divided by 2 multiplied by 10. 10 numbers are there with 0. Right? 10 divided by 2 equal 5. 5 into 9 equal 45. Right? 45 is the answer. That's, in other words, the summation of integers in 0 between 0 and 9. 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus up to 9 value. 48 one. What is the output of the following Python code segment? I'm not clear about the inputs. Yeah. There's a list given with some parameters. S equals 0 for I in range length list. If a list I greater than 10, continue. In other words, if the value is greater than 10, it bypasses this adding part, operation part. Otherwise, it will add to the list. Initially 0. Now adding numbers less than 10. Right? This code will add all numbers less than 10 together. How many there are? 2.3, 5.7. Only 2 numbers, no? 2.3, 5.8, 5, 7, 8, 9, no? Answer is not there, it seems. Because 2.3, the first item, is less than 10. Then the 11 is greater than 10, 13 is greater than 10, then again 5.7 is less than 10. Value is 2.3 plus 5.7. Real value is 8. Why answer is not there? But maybe the list is, I thought it's 2.3. It may be 2, 3. That's not 2.3. There are 2 items, 2, 3. 11, 13, 5. I thought I've seen this as a 5.7. It may be 5, 7. No? Yeah, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items there. Earlier I calculated as a 1, 2, 3, 4 items. If it, yeah, 2, 3, 2, 3, 5, 5, 10, 17. That's 17 is there, no? Yeah, I assume the list is 2 is one item, 3 is another item. 11, 13, 5 and 7, 2 items, right? That's the individual item, not the decimal numbers there, right? 2, 3, 11, 13, 5, 7. Then the summation of numbers less than 10. 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 5, 10 plus 7, 17. Right? That's correct. 17 is the correct answer. Next one, consider the following Python program. Write the output of the program if the input is given. While n greater than 0, it will get the input while n is positive. Right? If you get any negative number, that while loop will terminate. Right? Okay, last number is -1, it terminated. If n greater than x, then we interchange the x and n. Initially x equals 0. We input the value n. If our input value is greater than the 0, then x becomes our input value. Then ask again input value n. Right? Likewise, what happens if you get the any value greater than the previous value, any previous value, that number becomes the x. Right? In other words, we are finding the maximum of that list. Right? Then the output should be 8. 4, 6, 3, 2, 8. I think it's a very simple thing. All of you know that one, 8. What's the purpose of this program? Finding the maximum of the list, given numbers. Of the list actually. So we are inputting some couple of numbers and program will calculate, find out what is the maximum number. I think one more question is there. No, 2. Consider the following Python code segment with blank line numbers on the left. Okay, they are. The above code should consist of a program defined function name sum. Which of the following should be entered in the blank on line 2 so that the function sum is correctly defined? Very easy, no? How to define the function? DEF should be there, no? DEF, we have 3 answers. And again, on the 6th line, you can see when we are passing, calculating total becomes, total equals sum. We are passing 2 numbers, 2 parameters. And it should have 2 parameters. Then we can remove the 5th one without parameters. And the 4th one, 3 parameters are there, it's incorrect. Now, only thing is, second one, no, it's correct one. Different definition sum with 2 arguments. Second option is the correct one. Here we don't need, we haven't used the CSV module thing. There are 2 text files. One is in.csv, other one is out.csv. Remember, in the first one, in.csv file, there are 3 data fields in a single row. In a single record, there are 3 parts. One is one in the first record, one is one, second one is 20, other one is 50. Out.csv file, you have only one data field in each record. No separate comma is not there. No, it's a single record. How do you calculate that? Now, what's the output is there? Additional thing is you can see summation of last 2 numbers, no? Right. Think about the first one. It's incorrect, no? We have to write the out CSV file, right? But the FQ is he mentioned R, out CSV open with the R command, then we can't do that one. Second one, file open for reading, then the out file open for writing. For line in F1, okay. Items, line, strip, right? Then total becomes items 1, item 2, right? Now line strip means it has been separated into 3 different fields. 1, 20 and 50. 1 is the 0th one, 20 is the one, 50 is the second one. Now in second, maybe statement will add the items 1 and items 2. We have to convert into the integer because it's character strings now, right? And 70, print items 0, go to the other one. Third one, opening okay. Now the items line strip and get the split. Now compare with the second one, this line, items equal line strip line. In the second one, what happened when you line strip means get everything into a single record. Then we can't access items 1 and 2 separately. There are no items such, right? Item is a single one. But third one, item is the array of, now we have 2 commas, means 3 separate items, right? 3 separate items. Third one is correct. Up to now, let's read other parts. Then summation of the items 1 and 2, 0, 1, 2, and total file into F2. Okay. Then see what's wrong with others. Item number 4. Answer number 4. F1 open, F2 open for line items. Second one is incorrect. Because items 1, it's get the summation of items 1 and item 2. Now, for the first one, say example, 1, 20 or 50, something, no? Now, what's happened? Item 1 is 20. Items 2 is 50. If you get the summation of 2 characters, 20 and 50, it gives 2050, 2050. It won't add the numbers. What about the fifth one? Fifth one is incorrect, no? Print on this print statement, you can see at the end file equal F1. F1 is the in file, even it's open for writing, nothing happened there. Now the correct one is third one. Okay, now I think I have covered almost all things.